Every year, I head up to my grandparents' house in Midcoast, Maine for the 4th of July. My grandparents have been having an annual 4th of July party and fireworks display for several decades, since my mother was a kid. It's always been about gathering people, and although it is a family gathering where I get to see my uncle and plenty of cousins for the one time I see them during the year, it's also about friends, and this year my sister and I finally managed to rope some of our Portland friends into coming, which was wonderful. My grandparents are pretty much the hippie royalty of the tiny town I grew up in rural Maine. Everyone knows them. Statistically, if you were to say to someone, "I'm Tom and Lori's granddaughter," they'd say, "Oh, of course, are you Summer or Sasha?" It's funny, though, being the center of such events. Half the town shows up for the 4th, so when somebody says to me, "Oh, you're Tom's granddaughter?" it's like, I don't know, it's weird. It's like, here's this thing that's been a part of my life for as long as I can remember, and yet it seems normal because I spend so much time up at the grandparents. I don't really know how to put the feelings into words. It's just an awareness of the diversity of perspectives people must have of such an event. The people shooting off the fireworks are almost entirely my family. At least one cousin who I used to play with every year as a kid, making a potion out of plants to ensure a good pyrotechnic display that year. It's a time for a lot of recollection, but it's also a time for new friends. While the 4th of July is about tradition for my family, as well as the only time we're ever blatantly patriotic, it's also about, in the paraphrased words of my hungover grandfather, about people coming and enjoying and being, and new people coming and coming back and embracing, etc., with lots of circle-like hand movements. The 4th of July is a bigger event than Christmas for my family. Maybe that's because it's harder to travel X hundred number of miles in December than it is in July, but honestly I think it's because it means more to us. There are more people, more traditions. We'll eat turkey one Christmas and ribs the next, but it wouldn't be the 4th of July without potluck, pasta salad, and Damon's pulled pork. Good God, is it delicious. It wouldn't be the 4th of July without several small children running around with sparklers, or late night music, or card games on the deck and the porch, or writing your name on the road with the magnesium burn of a morning glory after the fireworks display. Side note, Sasha lit like 30 at once this year, and it was amazing.
You have an enormous ball of fire at the end of your hand.
Or the table full of empty beer bottles shining in the sun on the morning of the 5th. It's a grand old tradition, and I hope that everyone can find something like it to be a part of.
That goes to say